Is the new King's compressor any good? We're about to find out. Stick around. Hey going guys, Steve here from Australian 4x4 Adventures, and today we're doing a bit of a review on the new King's portable compressor. So I paid full price for this, bought it off their website on special. I think it was like 79 bucks or something, delivered to my door, 70 bucks, something like that. Thought I'd see if it's any good compared to, well, I don't think it's going to be as good as the ARB stuff because they're pretty good, but I want to see if it holds its own for 70 bucks versus like $400. Kind of want to see how they go. So, let's have a look what's in the box. Rightio, so in the box, I have had this open. Get instructions, so how to wreck your compressor in 3 easy steps. A little bag, so you don't have to put it back in the box when you're done, so that's pretty handy. You get the actual compressor. I've already attached the hose, it was just in the box, so that's already on there. So that's for that. 240 charger for it, the 12 volt battery. That's awkward. So that all works. I have charged the battery all the way up as well, so that should be good to go. And you obviously get another battery adapter that plugs into a cigarette lighter, so you can run it continuously and not have to worry about the battery itself. That's pretty much what's in the box. Alright, so the test is going to consist of letting one of my tyres down all the way to the rim, flat on the ground, no air at all in it whatsoever. And then I'm going to basically pump it up with this, see how long it takes. Going to do the exact same thing with the ARB compressor and see how long that takes, just a comparison on timing. Fairly sure the ARB is going to win because just purely because of the size. Like this thing's, it's pretty small and portable and like should work, all that sort of stuff. But I don't know, they say I think it goes up to 150 psi, so that's pretty good for pressure wise. Hopefully it does it at a reasonable pace. Then I'm going to put it through a bit of a torture test. I'm going to basically let the tyre go up and down, up and up and down, see how many goes I get out of a single charge. Alright, so just so you know about this one as well. So on the back here there's a little digital display, hopefully that's coming in there. So you can turn that on, you can set what PSI you want. So I think they only do increments of 1 PSI per thing, so 44, 45, 46, 47. So for this purpose I'm going to go up to 42, I'll go 40 PSI. I'll leave it there. So essentially that is a good thing about it though. You can set the PSI, turn it on, leave it there, it'll pump up the tyre to 40 PSI and just it'll turn off when it's done. Where most other compressors won't do that unless you've got something like the ARB Lynx that has sort of got that built-in feature to it. You don't get that in a lot of compressors, so for a cheap compressor that's a pretty cool little function actually. We'll see how accurate it is as well, see if it actually if it goes to the pressure that it's meant to go to. It does have a little light on the front there as well. It does the flashing red light, more flashing red light, so on, slow flashing red, fast flashing red, and off again. I reckon that's actually kind of handy. Like how many times have you had to pump up in the middle of the night? Having a little extra light there, that's kind of like that idea. Damn it, Kings. Alright, let's let some air out of the tyre. Alright, so I'm going to do this with the in-deflate. It's a little bit slower letting it down, but it'll mean when I'm using the ARB one, I won't have to take it on and off to check it all the time, so I'm not losing time, so that way I can have a fair comparison of what it's actually going to be. So this is at 44 PSI, which is what I run my rears at. Sorry for the noise. Right here, alright, so that's pretty well flat, like that's reading no PSI whatsoever. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it onto here, that way it's the same resistance for the other one. People can't complain that I'm doing something different for each individual one. So we're good there. I'm going to set this to 40 PSI, like I said before. So it's dead flat, pretty much sitting on the thing. I'm going to start my timer at the same time. As soon as I figure out where that is. No, yes, stopwatch right there. Alright, so from zip to 40 psi, see how long it takes. Oh, to be fair to the King's one as well, the battery's been sitting on charge the entire time that's been going down, just to make sure it's fully topped up. Give it as much go-go berry juice as it can get. Go-go berry juice. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Turn on. False start. 3, 2, 1. There's this stupid lock button. Start. Yeah, that goes. Righto, hope you can hear me, it's too loud. It's warm, it's not hot. So we're 19 minutes in and we're at 17.5 psi. So that's slow, that is really slow. I've been reading the manual. I can't find anywhere where it says an actual flow rate. It says it goes up to 150 psi. But it doesn't give you an actual flow rate, so it must be pretty damn low. But almost 20 minutes, 18 psi. Maybe it works better standing up. Just change notes. Give it another 20 minutes. Oh, all right. Alright, so we're so watch 24 minutes and 50 seconds in, and it just died on the battery. Well, it's warm, but it's not crazy hot. Yep, no, she did. I was looking at it just a second ago and it was saying like 24 psi. Looks about 24 psi. That's 20, well, it's saying 26, 27 psi according to that, and that's pretty accurate I found. So there's not enough battery to even pump up one tyre. This is a 285/70/17, so it's a 32.6 inch tyre, I think it is. So just on almost, you classify it as a 33 inch tyre. Not enough juice in a single battery to pump that up from flat. And I doubt there'd be enough juice, even if I'd done it from 20 psi up to 40, because obviously the top end of it's going to be always harder to pump up because it's a high pressure. I doubt there'd be enough juices to get even one out of it. It does say in the manual, I was reading it before, don't run it for more than 15 minutes at a time, and for every 15 minutes it's on, you have to have it off for 15 minutes. So I should have turned it off earlier, but I don't care. I'm not going to use it anyway. So far, pretty crap. But hey, why not? What I might do is I'll plug this into the cigarette lighter. I'll let it finish off, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll run up the ARB compressor pretty quick. Just do the same thing all the way down, all the way up, and just guaranteed it's going to be quicker. We all know it's going to be quicker, but I just want to do a time comparison in between. So that's turned back on again. That's plugged into the car, 12 volt. So see how we go. Sounds fast already. Same 40 psi, but we'll wait for it to turn off. That was the deal. Oop. 37 minutes 20 seconds to do one 33-inch tyre from 0 to 40 psi. Checking my gauge. Oh, that's saying about 42, 43 psi actually. So that's saying 40.5 now. So stop that. 37 minutes to pump up one tyre. This can't be sold as a freaking tyre blower uppery compressor. Seriously, I really need to reword that. This shouldn't be sold as a car tyre compressor. Jesus Christ. Granted, and credit to it, it's still going. Like, I'm gonna put that up to, there you go, 42 psi. Let it to. Still gonna keep going. Like, the build quality actually seems alright. Turn it off because it's gonna annoy the hell out of me for noise. But the build quality actually seems pretty good with it. Like, it's not that hot. It's just warm. It's not like the old thumpers and stuff where like literally you touch it and you feel like you're about to brand yourself because the end of it's that freaking hot. That's nothing. Like, alright, so build quality seems okay. It's light to use. Horrible for timing wise. If you have maybe, I don't know, some 28-inch Suzuki tyres that you're going from 30 psi to 35 psi, great. It's gonna be awesome for you guys. But something like this, it'll probably get you out of the crap, maybe, if it doesn't break. But I sure as hell wouldn't be relying on it, because it was that, nearly 40 minutes a tyre. So you're talking like 2.5 hours to pump up all the tyres in your car. Jesus! That's half your trip. You can probably hear that going. Time again. There we are, 42 psi, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Proof's in the pudding. Money better spent for 100%. Alright, I'm going to go an extra 2 psi because that's what I want to make. Then we'll have a quick chat. Alrighty, so that's the King's little new hand compressor. I wouldn't buy one. I just wouldn't. I don't think it's worth it. They're cheap enough, 70 bucks, delivers to your door. If your kids have got ball sports and stuff, I don't have kids, so, you know, doesn't bother me. But, just nut. Don't buy it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. You know what I'm going to say. See you in the next one.